Hej ljudi, dobrodošli na moj kanal. Ja sam Tomislav Pancirov i u današnjem vlogu ćemo pričati o sreći koju ti uzrokuju putovanja i koju ti uzrokuju ovakva lijepa mjesta pod suncem sa sretnim ljudima u jednoj okolini koja ti baš nekako daje pozitivnu energiju za život. Nalazimo se na Palma de Mallorci. Tu sam došao zbog jednog snimanja. Imam tu i neke prijatelje i onda sam nekako to povezao u cijeli izlet i htio sam vam ispričati, nekako prenijeti malo te atmosfere koju osjetim ovdje, zato što mislim da neko takvo putovanje koje iskreno meni za početak nije bilo nešto planirano i nije bilo nešto očekivano, na kraju me oduševilo. Putovanja poput ovog, zašto sam rekao da ću uopće pričati o putovanjima, ovo nije znači ono klasičan turistički vlog što možete vidjeti tu, nego baš ta neka priča o tome na koji način ti takva putovanja otvaraju ideju nečeg boljeg, pokazuju ti nešto drugačije i zapravo te dovode u neki drugi stadij gdje možeš razmišljati o tome što ti želiš u životu i na koji način to želiš postići. Meni su osobno prije putovanja, kada sam bio u nekim fazama da možda nisam bio toliko zadovoljan sa tim. Znate cijelu moju priču, znate da sam bio u situacijama gdje sam radio poslove koji su bili na očigled super, ali evo na primjer ja sam se sad odlučio na ovo putovanje dosta naglo. Nisam previše razmišljao o tome zapravo trebam li dobiti godišnji, ne trebam li dobiti godišnji, jasno posložio sam si posao tako da mogu sada doći tu, ali s druge strane kada si radnim danom u ovakvom nekom mjestu, mislim da možeš doživjeti puno više od tog mjesta, za razliku od toga kada dolaziš vikendom i kada dolaziš u sezoni. Sada je prvi mjesec, znači zima je, ali tu nije zima kao što se tiče same topline. I kod tog cijelog putovanja, zašto mislim da putovanje utječe na to širenje svijesti? Prije sam imao tu neku percepciju, kada bi se vratio s putovanja, kao da se vraćam u nešto loše. Nešto što mi možda i nije bilo toliko, pa kako da to kažem, što mi nije bilo toliko pozitivno, što me možda nije me toliko punilo i onda bi bio čak u nekom bedu, onako. Imao sam osjećaj da se vraćam u nešto što nije možda u skladu s onim što bi ja htio osjećati. Sada kada idem na putovanja, nekako na putovanjima se osjećam kao da mi se onako baterija napune i kao da samo dobijem neke dodatne pozitivne ideje o tome što bi mogao raditi i na koji način bi mogao raditi. Ovo mjesto ima baš neku specifiku, mislim, prvi put mi se, ne, nije mi se prvi put dogodilo, drugi put mi se dogodilo da sam pomislio zapravo na koji način bi mogao živjeti ovdje. U nekom smislu da je ovo neko mjesto koje mi se stvarno toliko svidjelo, taj neki stil života, energija mjesta, da bi se bez beda mogao tu preseliti. To mi se zapravo prvi put dogodilo u Kaliforniji i mislim da veliku stvar u tome igra upravo to što je vrijeme super, što su ljudi jako srdačni, znači od samih ljudi koje vidiš u kafićima, ljudi koji rade po restoranima, definitivno se osjeti neka drugačija vibra, neka bolja vibra, za razliku od možda vibre koju osjetimo doma. Znate da sam ja jako veliki zagovaratelj toga da trebamo pozitivno raditi na okolini u kojoj se nalazimo i to definitivno i dalje mislim, ali ono što mislim također je da nam treba nekada se odmaknemo od te okoline, da se nekako maknemo i da doživimo na koji način neko drugi živi, na koji način je neko drugi sebi stvorio tako neku priču, da bi onda to isto možda mogli i mi prenijeti sebi i imati taj neki doživljaj. Kada sad tu ovako slobodno šećem na suncu, uživam među palmama, inače jako volim palme. Ne znam zašto, ali palme su mi onako hit. Tako da imalo bi zapravo više smisla da mi je Palma de Mallorca bila neka top destinacija prije, ali eto, dobro je kada te nešto pozitivno iznenadi. Što sam pričao? Vezano za to da u principu na taj neki način kada vidimo te doživljaje vani, kada vidimo to kako stvari mogu djelovati kod nas i kada dobijemo tu neku malo pozitivnu energiju, onda ti sve nekako bude lakše, sve ti nekako bude jednostavnije i možeš si sve stvari postaviti na način na koji želiš. kako bi vam prenio kako je to raditi u ogromnom gradu, u ogromnoj korporaciji na globalnoj razini za koju ste sigurno čuli i nakon toga sve ostaviti i preseliti se ovdje na Palmu da bi se posvetili svojoj samostalnoj karijeri i da bi zapravo imali puno bolji životni balans i bili sretniji. Pričao sam sa Viktorijom koja će vam ispričati svoju poduzetničku priču. You were living in a big city, London, and then you decided to change your life.
This is true. Interestingly though, when I joined TripAdvisora, I was actually only number 10 in the team outside of the US. So
Wow.
it was effectively a startup outside of the US. The US it still had traction, but in the UK it was very, very small. And so we started as a family, essentially. They are still. I still consider TripAdvisora as my family, actually. But then we grew and we grew and we grew. However, I decided to leave my husband. And so I wanted to give him space, and so I decided to leave TripAdvisora as well because I got I got approached by a small digital marketing agency from some of the conferences that I've been speaking at. And they asked me to go over as new business lead, and they had an office in Amsterdam, and so I thought that would be the best for my ex-husband and I, just to give him space. We're still very good friends. So I moved to Amsterdam on a bit of a whim, and started working there for Think. Unfortunately, my father had, at the same time that all this was happening, my dad got terminal lung cancer, and whilst I was in Amsterdam he very, very sadly passed away. And everything just got a little bit much. So I and my boyfriend at the time decided that we would move somewhere, and TripAdvisor had lots of clients on the island of Mallorca, and just out of nowhere I was like, well, tell you what, I went there once when I was 15, let's go to Mallorca. And I was like, we'll just go for 3 months. I'm gonna just switch off, not do anything, sit by the sea and read books. And so we moved to a place called Sreći, which is near Sretnog, which is the Caribbean beach, which is beautiful. And we're there for 3 months. And it was amazing. I'd cycle down to the beach every day and just sit there and read my book and sort of decompress slightly, because I'd worked for Cosmopolitan magazine, Hello magazine, lots of kind of like proper London crazy life. It was brilliant. We did fabulous things in London, but I just needed to kind of like stop. So I moved here, and then it got to mid-November, and Sreći is a bit like tumbleweed. So I was like, okay, the only shop where I can buy any water from has closed.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah, I was like, what do we do? So we came into Palma, found an apartment and moved in here. And that sort of was the beginning of the rest of my life here, I guess. I then met a wonderful man called Simon Ralph, who owns the magazine that I write for. And he encouraged me to start writing, and so I've written for The Islander magazine now, which is for super yachts in the Western Mediterranean. So I write features. I've been lucky enough to go to Norway, where I got taken to write a feature about them and the super yacht industry, and it's just kind of basically gone from there. I work for various different clients. I work for a wonderful agency called Hillier and Hughes, working with some of the yacht agencies, so Camper and Nicholson's, and various different bits and pieces like that, and they're wonderful, so I do bits of content for them. I work for Rib Club Global here, which is another yachting, it's very boat heavy.
I see the connection.
Yeah, there's this.
Yeah, but also on your content, on your Instagram, I see a lot of
yeah,
boats,
exactly. There's this, I do like a good boat. And that's what I love. It's fascinating. It's a really diverse industry. I write about multi-billionaires. I sat with the guy that has bought Oyster Yachts, and I've got Eddie Jordan offering me a beer, and I'm like, thanks. He's like, hi, I'm Eddie. I was like,
yeah, I know.
I know you.
And so tell me, I have the feeling that sort of, let's say, lifestyle, the energy here in Palma is really special. I mean, I guess you've been to many places with your previous jobs, and how would you compare? I feel it's really got that joie de vivre, let's say, you know, over here.
It does. It's really difficult to put your finger on what it is. But there's something about Mallorca. So when we first got here, like within the first couple of days, before we went down to Serapita, we were on the other side of Palma in a place called Arenal, which is the German version of Magaluf. So there are these small little bits that aren't necessarily as beautiful as you think. And I went down to the beach and it was just like sardines with German rock music, different German techno actually from each different, and I was like, what have we done?
Where am I living now?
Honestly, what have we done? I'm leaving, I'm out. Hired a car. I'm like, right, let's just go, this is wrong. And we drove into the mountains. And they're mind-blowing. We did it with my housemates last weekend. We went up to a park where they've got bears and peacocks and loads of different animals. Went for a small hike, and the scenery is just spectacular, and the light, and it's Tom and I were talking last night and saying there's something about the colours here. Today is not a good example. It's one of those kind of like 17 days that it rains in Mallorca, but really it's the blues and the greens. So lots of artists come here for drawing, for pictures, for sculpture, for writing, because there's something about it that you can't explain, and it's what happens when you get into those mountains, and that's for me what kind of keeps me here. I mean, I love Palma. It's an awesome city. It's a really walkable city, unless it's raining and then you go sliding. But it's, for me, in UK terms, it makes me think of like Edinburgh or Bristol rather than a big London. And there's a really good community here. So I think lots of places you turn up and it's difficult to integrate in terms of kind of making friends, not necessarily integrating into Spanish society, which has been a little bit more difficult. But you pick up a network of friends and they're your friends immediately.
You know, that's really interesting. One friend of mine that moved here told me an exact same thing. He was living before in a bigger city, then he moved to Palma, and he's like, in 2 months over here I've made connections, and people are much more friendlier.
Exactly. It's like if you'll meet someone one night, and if you have a problem or if they have a problem, immediately it's like, right, okay, we'll fix it. We come together as a community, and it's a big expat community, I must confess, more so than, especially Santa Catalina, which is where I live, which is like the Soho of Palma, I guess. My bedroom window's on the main street, and I mainly hear English or Swedish, if I'm honest. Or English being spoken, and actually English being spoken by Swedes. So it's and within the yachting industry as well, it's lots of South Africans, Australians, Kiwis, Brits. But it's a very close network of all those people, and it's wonderful. You know that you've got a friend here. And that's what I try and pass forward as well. So
when someone comes along,
you look after each other. It's just what you do. It's great. We were saying my housemate, who's now actually one of my best friends, he turned up. He only knew one person, and that was a good friend of mine. He moved in. Well, literally, he arrived with his bag, and I was like, right, let's go to the pub. Took him to the pub. And the rest is pretty much history. We're now going to be living together until we're probably old and grey. Well, he's already grey anyway. And it's just what you do. It allows you to thrive here and have good friendships. It allows you to do business here. And it can be difficult. I mean, you'll know, freelance isn't always easy, because you don't have that monthly salary coming in that you can rely on. It's like, if something changes, if it's seasonality, you can be sat there and going, oh,
Okay, what I don't know. And so tell me now, when you're talking about working as a freelancer and this whole community and the happy vibe that is going on over here, so what would you say is the key ingredient to finding happiness in one's work, but also having a work-life balance?
That's very tricky. I think you have to have faith in yourself, faith in your abilities for whatever your chosen subject of freelance is, and you have to just be able to, I think, be honest. So in the times when you're struggling, talk to people. Well, one of the big things in the yachting industry at the moment is talking about mental health. We've sadly lost a few friends over the last couple of years because they didn't talk to people, they didn't talk about their issues and their problems and why they were struggling. They just hid it behind a happy smile or too many beers in the pub. And I think what you have to do is you do have to, it's not all smiles.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not.
Definitely.
It's so much of it is, and embrace that, but also embrace the issues and talk to your friends or talk to a support network or talk to a professional, but don't hide behind it. Don't always think that you have to be the happiest person in the party. You can be true about yourself, and I think that's the key to it, because working for a company, you have a set role and you rely on the management structure. There's no management structure if you're freelance. You're the management, and exactly, and you're like, I don't know what to do, and you just have faith. Have faith and trust. Yeah,
and I would say, listen to your intuition, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, if something's not right, if the job doesn't feel right, if there's something that's not working for you, don't go with it, because you end up beating yourself up massively, letting people down because you're sort of denying the fact there's something wrong, and don't take everything. I think that's what I've done. It's like something comes in, I'm like, yeah, I'll do that, I'll do that, I'll do that, I'll do that, and you end up, you're juggling like 1900 different balls, and you can't do it. And you're taking stuff because you think you should, because you're fearful that the following month your 1900 balls will go down to one, and you're like, oh, what do I do? And I mean, one of the things about freelance work is the freedom.
Oh, definitely, yeah. One of the key things that most people tell me when talking to them is the freedom is something that they're like,
so embrace that. I mean, the mistake I made this winter is I should have gone with my friend to Bali. Okay. Because she's working out there she's a digital nomad working in publishing as well, and it's been a quiet couple of months, so I could have just picked it up and gone, rented out my room. Because the brilliant thing is, you're not constricted to 26 days holiday a year. If I want to go back to London for 10 days, I can go. I can work from that. All I do is I pick up my laptop and I go. If I want to work from Bali or New Zealand or the top of the island on my friend's boat, I can do that. I don't have to suddenly go, hang on, I've taken 14 days already.
It's Friday, I should
fit this exactly. Yeah. And I quite like not working on Mondays. I feel it's a little bit naughty.
That's great. You know, I have on my Instagram I have a saying, have a happy Monday, and I'm saying it's not about Monday, it's about you if you're unhappy.
Exactly. Yeah, so I'm like, everyone else is working on Monday, I'm going to sit by the swimming pool.
That's a great lesson. Thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure.
Ovako neka putovanja te toliko te napune, toliko te na neki način napravite drugačijim, rekao bih. Naprave od tebe nešto što možda trebaš biti i dati neku priliku za uvid u neki bolji, možda sunčaniji svijet. U svakom slučaju, hvala vam na gledanju ovog videa. Nadam se da vam se ovaj video svidio. Ako je, podijelite ga nekom kome možda treba. Ovakva neka motivacija i ovakav neki trenutak mira pod suncem. I ništa, ljudi moji dragi, uživajte mi. Vidimo se idući četvrtak u 19 sati. Bok!